Speaker, I'll also go ahead and appease my colleagues here whose constituencies have been affected. I would put my hand on the hearts of our people, my brothers and sisters, fathers in the Volta region or those areas that have been affected. And I dare say that what has happened to them is not something that I wish for even my worst enemy. It is very unfortunate that people will live and spend their whole lifetime savings to, as it were, put up a place of abode, somewhere that they want to put their head when they go on retirement, only to wake up one morning and find it submerged under the sea. I don't think that this was planned. I don't think that this was envisaged. And indeed, for it to happen the way it has happened, it behoves on me and my colleagues on the other side to find ways and means to bring these people who have been affected where they were before this loss occurred. And that is what I want us to think about, the Speaker. But many a time what I hear is blame game, trying to hold VRA responsible, thinking that VRA would not do what they're supposed to do. Mr. Speaker, from where I sit and from what I know, if VRA hadn't taken the decision they took to get us where we are now, and that dam broke, Mr. Speaker, from Akosombo to Tema was going to be submerged underwater. Mr. Speaker, it is even beyond that. Mr. Speaker, I will repeat that my colleagues or my fathers and mothers and sisters in the areas affected have taken a very big sacrifice. In fact, an involuntary sacrifice, a sacrifice that they did not wish to, as it were, enter into. But they have saved some of us living downstream or living, below the riverbed. The Speaker, we have blindly overlooked what VRA has actually gone through. I don't think the chief executive and his management even do sleep, because they started this exercise by going to educate people who live in these areas. When they realized that the water level was going up, they didn't start this exercise yesterday, Mr. Speaker. This exercise started way back, warning people, telling them what will happen, and so on and so forth. The Speaker, they also started the spillage small, little by little. They started releasing this water in such a way that it wasn't supposed to have, caused this havoc or this mayhem that we are seeing today. But unfortunately, they don't control the rains. They do not have the opportunity to determine how much rains fall into the basin at any particular time. At a particular point, they were overwhelmed. What they had to do was to ensure that they release water in such a way that it will not affect those people who are down there. Can you imagine the havoc that would have gone through if this water has broken all the way up to Tema Harbor, let's say, and found us all underwater? Let's also not forget that over time, since 2010, when we haven't had any spillage of the Volta Dam, people have come back to where
Hon Carlos.
Mr. Speaker, once I'm running up, they have managed to come back to where they've been warned not to build, or where they were reallocated when the dam was built. Development has come anew, and people have taken over lands which hitherto were reserved for this spilling. So, Mr. Speaker, I would beg of you to urge the minister and, of course, the House. Let us all put our minds together and see how we can help our colleagues who have lost properties and not, apportion blame to people who have done things that have helped Ghana and not the community. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.